This is the Energy Education Podcast for Sunday, December 9th, 2012. I'm Kevin Hurley. This podcast is a project of Fairwinds Energy Education. Fairwinds is a nonprofit organization whose mission is to educate policymakers, the public, and the next generation on matters of nuclear power and safety. Today on the show, global attention is back on Japan following an offshore earthquake measuring 7.3 on the Richter scale. We'll talk about this most recent quake. Also on the show, the Fukushima Daini reactor complex, only a few miles south of Daiichi, saw a rise in containment pressure during this most recent quake. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about difficulties TEPCO may have in removing the damaged fuel from the fuel pools. Joining us again this week is Fairwinds Chief Nuclear Engineer Arnie Gunderson. All coming. Thanks for joining us this Sunday. It's December 9th, 2012, and you are listening to the Energy Education Podcast. As a quick reminder, we do want to hear from you. If you have any questions or comments that you would like Arnie to address here on the podcast, we want to hear them. You can do that by making a short audio recording and sending it to us in MP3 format. The email address is podcast@fairwinds.org. Now remember to introduce yourself with your first name and location. All submitted questions and comments should be about 30 seconds or less. Again, the email address is podcast@fairwinds.org. Also this December, Fairwinds is asking for your help. We rely on the generous contribution from listeners like you to continue moving energy education forward. This season, please consider helping us to reach our fundraising goal by making a tax-deductible donation. You can do so by visiting the Fairwinds donation page at fairwinds.org.